Don't rage against the Mr. Machine. Watch Pacific NorthWEIRD.
Pacific NorthWEIRD. Pacific NorthWEIRD.
Is a secret race of reptilian humanoids running all of the Earth's major governments while shaping world affairs to meet their own diabolical plans for human domination? Part of the answer may be found in the coastal tourist village of Long Beach, Washington. With a population of just under 1,400, Long Beach may be the last place you'd expect to find evidence of a conspiracy of this magnitude. But, like the purported world's largest frying pan that bears the town's name, sometimes the biggest truths can be found in the smallest of places. My quest for this truth brought me to Marsh's Free Museum, home of Jake the Alligator Man. Purchased by Junior Marsh in 1967 for $750 from a local antiques dealer, Jake appears to be a mummified hybrid of man and alligator, a tragic specimen laying claim to both the human and reptilian worlds, yet finding home or comfort in neither. Save for the lovers of the arcane who gawk at his corpse through aquarium glass and wear his post-mortem image on the quality t-shirts that Marsh's sells at a very reasonable price. But what exactly is Jake the Alligator Man? Is he man or is he reptile? Or is he the missing link between Homo sapien and our future inner Earth reptilian overlords? Perhaps Jake is a call for unity between our two warring species, between man and reptilian, an Illuminati Martin Luther King Jr. The world may never know his true origin. That is, until it's too late. But until then, any traveler brave enough may visit Marsh's Free Museum to examine the evidence themselves and arrive at their own conclusions. Despite my lack of answers, I still wanted to know what sort of establishment would contain such an eerie primordial specimen. I questioned a colorful employee of Marsh's about the rich history of this depository and its macabre collection.
Hello here, I am at Marsh's Free Museum, home of Jake the Alligator Man, for this mini episode of Pacific NorthWEIRD. I have with me Nick.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure meeting you, sir.
Tell me about Marsh's. This is a really unusual, eclectic place.
Marsh's was established back in the 1920s as a Marsh's Tavern down where Castaways is. Mm-hmm. And it was a tavern back then, and people started bringing things in during the Depression and trading them for drinks, old relics and stuff. A lot of the items you see up on the ceiling and everything. And so as it started to build more and more, the local fire marshal got a little bit huffy about how much stuff there was. So they bought a place over across the street from here and turned that into the first museum, you could say, the first incarnation of Marsh's. And so that was just packed with stuff. We got some old photos of it. And eventually in the 70s, they bought this plot over here and built the store you see here now. And now we get a lot of our items from just locals coming in and trading items in, some of them selling them, some of them just wanting to donate them to be on display, a few on commission trying to sell them to other folks, things like that.
Do you still barter?
Oh yeah, David Marsh, the current proprietor, you could say. He does a lot of trades with some of the locals for things. He'll trade services and goods for items that he then takes and restores, and then he puts up on the ceiling and the walls and everything.
So, off the top of your head, what are some of the more unusual things you have here?
Well, let's see. To go off the list, we have the bowl of human skin. It's actually made from tanned human skin. You can kind of see some of the etching work on it, and very old, very fragile too. It feels almost like this odd rough papyrus paper or something. Mm-hmm. One of my personal favorites is we have a carved elephant hide, beautifully carved with, I believe, I want to say Hindu origin, from the 1800s. Absolutely gorgeously carved and in reasonably good condition. We have an authentic shrunken head from the Yabaro Indian jungle down in the Amazon. Actual human skin that was taken, removed, wrapped around a wooden fetish and dried that way so it shrank down.
So if this wasn't a public museum, this would basically be like a serial killer's little trophy room.
Probably.
Right.
Especially with some of the old antique weapons and things we have up on the walls as well.
Estella's prophecies: hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. If you follow this golden rule, life will be so much pleasanter for you. Avoid common gossip and the company of those who do. You have a very strong character. Well, thank you. You are a very lovable person and have a very forgiving nature. You have had some trouble, but time will temper it. I see a long life and a healthy one in store for you. Although you are fond of good food and drink, you know how to take it in moderation. Sometimes there are just too many decisions in life. Bigfoot poop, only in Long Beach, Washington.